welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing with all the pink things. I'm so excited. So if you guys want to see this palette in action, if you want to see me create an eye look with the new Glaminatrix palette, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. I am so excited. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm so excited? I have such big news, but I am gonna wait until we see how it all goes. And then once it actually happens, I'll let you guys know what's going on in my life behind the scenes. But all that aside, I'm so excited to play with the Rich Romantic palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics and the new Patrick Ta blush palette. So I did film some close-ups. Let's start off with the blush palette, I think, because I feel a little bit naked. I did grab the other blush palettes from the previous years, and I will say, I think it's nice that they switched it up with some eyeshadows in here, but I do wish we had some more variety in the blush formula. So I think this is the first one they came out with, which is so cute. It's 3 beautiful blush shades, and they did launch these as singles as well. So there's that. And then this was last year's palette. So this one was definitely a little less bright and punchy compared to volume 1. And I'm not really even sure if this is the most tan girl, brown girl friendly palette, but I did grab it. And now we have the super sparkly, very Barbie palette. So this one is called the Major Holiday Face palette, and it has this beautiful chrome pink packaging that I'm trying not to wreck, but I did see Patrick Ta create a very beautiful blush look with this, so I decided to go ahead and try it. Also, I did buy his pink blush in the shade Giving, and I'm not really a big pink blush gal, but I feel like this has a really good undertone for my skin tone, so I actually don't hate this pink blush. So I'm gonna try and recreate the look I saw him do on Instagram. I haven't like rewatched the video or anything, but I'm gonna try and see if I can do it myself. Okay, so I just grabbed this Lethal Cosmetics brush, and basically what he did, he said he was like creating an ombre look. So I'm gonna go into the light pink first, and he kind of almost like used it like right under the eyes, which like, okay, I don't ever really put blush there, but you know, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it and see. I do have foundation and bronzer on. So I'm just kind of tapping this on under the eye-ish area. Is that enough? I don't know. Like, I guess I can kind of see it. Okay, good enough. So then they took the darker pink and they kind of applied it like underneath. Oh my god, this is a very pigmented pink. Yikes! I was gonna wear my Barbie earrings, but I just realized I left them upstairs. I'm gonna need to maybe go grab them. Okay, I kind of placed that pink where I usually place my blush because I don't like to bring it like on the apples. And then I'm just going back into the lighter pink and just kind of helping blend the dark pink. I think that's what they did. And then they took the cream blush and they kind of like used it as like almost a highlighter to give it like a dewy look. So I'm just gonna take this brush and see if I can, oh, okay, I see the dew building up. Huh, how do we feel about that? It's cute, right? I don't know if I'm gonna put highlighter on. Maybe I should, huh? Okay, let's use this kind of newer highlighter from What's Up Beauty. This is their Serengeti highlighter in the shade Safari Sunset. I'm also using their beautiful highlighter brush. That is the face. And I'm wearing my Chanel bronzer in case you're wondering. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the Rich Romantic palette from Glaminatrix. So this is launching this Sunday at 8 a.m. Australian time. Saturday the 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, which should be 5 p.m. Central time. I will do my best to have a community tab post go live for you guys. And this palette will retail for $58 or 90 Australian dollars. So just keep in mind that there is like conversion rates and stuff. So if you use PayPal, I think it quotes you the price in Australian dollars. So don't freak out. It's a different rate once it's converted to US dollars. And of course, this palette was gifted to me. I don't have to make a video with this, but of course I love this brand. I love their palettes, so I'm going to. And I do have an affiliate code with Glaminatrix, which is KHMAKEUP, if you are interested. And I am ready to put this on my eyes. I keep wondering if I should do 2 looks or 1 look, but oh my gosh, these multi-chromes are so stunning. And I think I'm in the mood to create something purpley, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Sigma E25, and I'm going to go into this dark shade called Intimate. It's a really pretty dark purple, and of course I always want to start with the dark shades when it comes to a purple dark shade, especially in the outer corner. So I'm just kind of tucking that there. This is such a pretty palette. I don't know why. For some reason, it just reminds me of like a Taylor Swift song. I think like it reminds me of Love Story, because isn't she wearing like a very like romantic like pinky dress in that music video? I could totally be wrong. I could totally be picturing something else in my head. But anyways, this is so cute. And I feel like it will also pair with their last palette, the Spice, the sweet and, is it called Sweet and Spicy? I can't remember. The one I call like the ice cream cone. Oh, that purple is so nice. So pigmented. Really getting that built up on the outer corner. Okay, next I'm going to go into the shade called Devotion. It's like a really pretty peachy pinky, like flamingo bright shade. So I'm going to put that on the inner part of the crease and like really build it up. Oh my goodness, I love how that shade looks. So then I'm going to go into the shade called Cherish, which is the shade in between the 2 I used in my crease already, and I'm just going to kind of plop that like right in the middle of where those 2 shades meet so I can help them kind of blend a little bit. Okay, I really like how that's turned out. I'm kind of curious about the shade called Lover. I kind of want to throw it on the outer corner a little bit to deepen things up more, but I'm going to wait. First, I'm going to play with a shimmer shade. So I think on my eyelid today, I'm going to use this shade called Magnetic. It's like a beautiful plum with like a green shift. It's a little darker of a lid shade than what I typically choose for my eyes. Like, I feel like stereotypical Karen would have picked like Captivating or one of these 3 shades on the lid, but I kind of want to just like, you know, break out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to do a dark shade on the lids, and I'm trying to find a clean brush. Okay, so I'm going to grab this Sigma E57 brush and go into the shade called Magnetic. We're going to pick up a hefty amount. I'm going to give it a little spray. Ooh, pretty color. I just watched the Barbie movie again, like yesterday for like probably the 5th or 6th time. And I have that song stuck in my head, like, the one goes like, pink. I don't know the rest of the words right now, but I'm like, the tune is playing in my head. Oh my goodness. This is such a pretty color. Wee. Wow. So on my end in the mirror, it's looking very purple, but I would be so curious to see what shades you guys are seeing on my lids, because with multi-chromes, it is so trippy. So far, I really like how it looks. I am going to put a little bit of Lover in the outer corner just because I'm curious about the shade, and it's just like a pretty burgundy color. So I'm just going to run that on the outer edge. I'll blend a little bit. I think that's good. I don't want to do too much, but that is the look. Now let me throw on some eyeliner quick and then I can do the lower lash line. Okay, so I just threw on my Makeup by Mario black eyeliner and I'm going to start off with the inner corner. I'm going to go into the shade Romantic, which is a iridescent shade, and I loaded it up on this pencil brush. I'm going to give it a nice spray. Ooh, this is pretty. It's like a peachy red tone multi-chrome. It also has like a little bit of a green shift to it in the pan. So I'm just popping that on generously in the inner corner because I love me a good light show in the inner corner. And like, how cute is that? And then I'm going to go into the shade Devotion. And we're going to run that, of course, on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the shade Intimate, which is the dark purpley shade, and I'm just going to run that on the outer edge and just run it to the outer corner of the eyes, just so it's like combined, you know? I think that's it. I'm going to do something with my hair as always, spray my face, throw on some mascara, and throw on a lip shade, and I'll be right back to give you guys my first impression thoughts on these palettes that I tried out today. Okay, friends, so here is the finished look. What do we think? You guys know I love hearing your comments down below, so let me know what you feel about this look. I'm going to tell you really quick what else is on my face today, so I couldn't say no. I just went for a tried and true Makeup Forever and Juvia's Place combo right here. What do you guys think? You guys know if you've been watching my videos for the last couple of weeks, I've just been obsessed with this. Milk Hydro Grip Primer is my jam. And then my lip combo today is the Oden's Eye and Angie collab shade in the color Shadow Creature. I went for this because I was like, romantic, a red lip, I had to do it. And then I throw on this Merit shade just to add a little bit of a gloss feeling to it. So yeah, that is the look. The earrings, I believe, are sold out. I did pick them up from the Barbie and Zara collaboration. Don't look at my hair, it's not really done, but I decided to try and make it look like a romantic wave in my hair, so it's not really working, but we're just gonna roll with it. So let's go ahead and talk about the eyeshadow palette first. I really am curious to try this out. I kind of want to try one of these sparkly shades in the inner corner, just because I want like a little bit more of a bang. So I'm picking up this shade, very flaky, sparkly shadows. So I feel like you definitely want to put this over something. Like you definitely want to have like a base of some kind. But they're very sparkly for sure. Perfect for the season, you know, the holidays. So super duper fun. But I'm definitely going to try those out in a future video. I personally feel like I bought this because I have the other two, and then I was like, I can't say no to this one. And this was pricey. I think it was like $60 or $70, which is wild, especially considering that Hourglass palette gives you like 6 different products, and this one is really not that much variety because the pinks are kind of like your, what is it called, splitting hairs, because they're just like a lighter pink and a darker pink, and I don't even like pink blush, so I don't know, but I do like the blush look. It is beautiful, but I don't know if I couldn't have just done this with something else in my collection. So jury's still out on the blush palette. I think if you were eyeing it, definitely wait for the Sephora sale, because I think that way you can at least get a discount on it. And then as far as the eyeshadow palette goes, this one is such a beauty. I will say I don't love how this shade performed on me. The shade Devotion, it's definitely one of those shades you want to pack on instead of trying to blend. So that's the one thing. But the eyeshadows, the metallics, are Chef's Kiss. The dark mattes perform really nicely. So yeah, I really think there's a good amount of contrast in this palette. I think all of the shimmery shades they chose in here are wonderful, and I'm really excited to have this in my collection. I did grab the Sugar and Spice palette to kind of show you guys, because I think these two would pair really well together. I mean, it's really just quite beautiful. if I hold them up like that. And of course, I love that the pans are the same size and the palettes are the same size. They look like sister palettes, or like, you know, cousins, first cousins. So yeah, that is that. And then I wanted to show it to you against their Nearly Neutral palette, which I feel like has been such a hit. And this one does have similar matte shades, but I don't believe that these shadows are multi-chromes like this Rich Romantic palette has. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to decide on which one to get. I definitely could see Glaminatrix launching this palette in this size so that they all kind of like flow together in that like neutral but like slightly colorful family. So yeah, those are kind of my first impression thoughts on this palette. Like I said, it's launching on Sunday, so set your alarms if you're interested in picking it up. And I just quickly want to remind you one more time, I do have a code. KHMAKEUP will save you money on the Glaminatrix website. That is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys.